Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty with your September 2022 market update. Without sugarcoating things too much, sales in September cratered. They were the second lowest on record since we started keeping stats in 1990. So the second lowest in 32 years. We had 410 sales for the month. The only month of September that was lower was 2010 with 395 sales. How does 410 compare to last year? Not very well. Last year we had 761 sales. 2020 we had 989 sales. So we're almost down 60% compared to 2 years ago in terms of sales. Inventory, as a result of the slow sales, has started to creep up a bit after stabilizing for a while. So we're up to 2,300 listings at the end of September. Last year we had 1,124. 2020 we had 2,389. So we're up to the number of active listings we had in 2020. The lowest year on record in terms of sales, as I said, was 2010 at 395. Back then we had 4,323 active listings. So even though sales are near record lows, inventory in some of those years where we had very low sales was almost double what we have currently. So despite very, very low sales, active inventory is still relatively low. I think we're getting closer to a 5-10 year average, but still on the lower side of things. Definitely the inventory, the active inventory at this point in time is not high, but it has started to climb again. So what's happening with prices? Single family home median, which is my favorite statistic. I've been using this statistic for 12 years as the HPI index, and a bunch of other housing indexes this year have proved to be worthless. The single family home median dropped for the 6th month in a row down to 1,062,000. This is down from August when it was 1,087,500 and down from the peak in March of 1.31 million. The average also dropped, but the median is my preferred statistic. The condo median also dropped down to 545,000, down from 549,950 in August, and down from the peak in February of 620,000. So what's going on out there in the marketplace? The sales, they're anemic. I mean, obviously second lowest in 32 years. Thank God inventory hasn't ballooned. Otherwise, the market would not be in such great shape. What I'm seeing, though, is despite the very slow sales, the inventory isn't super high, which means we are seeing prices moving downwards, but the pace that the prices are moving downwards has slowed down compared to 3-4 months ago. You know, we were losing $100,000 a month on the median. You know, we dropped about $25,000 in the median from August to September. So that the pace of the drop has definitely slowed down. What happens going forward is the big question, and I think that all depends on what the Bank of Canada does at the end of October. I think the market is probably going to stabilize if we see a 0.25 increase. Maybe it stabilizes if we see a 0.5 increase on the overnight lending rate, but if we see a 0.75% increase on the overnight lending rate at the end of October, that's going to put some more downward pressure on the market for sure. I cannot see the market absorbing another 0.75 going forward. At that point, I would expect further price adjustments. I think sales are also going to be very low in October as people wait and see, particularly buyers, as to what the Bank of Canada is going to do. However, at the same time, inventory is going to creep up a bit, but I don't think it's going to creep up dramatically. A lot of sellers are just staying put and holding off. So my prediction is, you know, we probably gain 100 in inventory for the next 3 months, and we roll into January with approximately 2,600 active listings, which is not a huge amount. And then really we're going to see how things are going to play out in the spring. But for now, I think the biggest driver of what happens going forward in the next 2-3 months is going to be what the Bank of Canada does at the end of October. If they do another 0.75 at the end of October, I would not be surprised if the market went down another 5% or so. But as I said, 0.25, 0.5, I think the market can then hold in there. That's it for this week. Marko, Juras, Fair Realty.